Well, hey! How are we doing? I'm not outside. I'm not walking around on that bloody hill. I was knackered yesterday doing that. However, it went really well. I did 13 and a half miles and I felt great at the end of it. Last week I did 13 and a half miles in the blazing sunshine and I thought I was going to die. I saw one of my mates as I was doing the walk. It was there's a cafe up the road along the canal. And as I was walking along, he saw me and he just shouted over, "Oh, hello, how are you doing?" And I just looked at him and he was like, "Oh, you look absolutely screwed." And I was, but I felt kind of alright. And then, "Starlo, how are you doing? Sorry I couldn't get to see you this weekend, my lad. But that's just the way it goes. I'm at the cricket." And then I'm chucking, "Hello, Tom, how's it going?" And then I'm chucking maces around all day Sunday, so that'd be nice. Anyway, yeah, my mate saw us and he was like, "You look absolutely dreadful." And I felt alright. I didn't feel that great. I was getting a bit tired, but it made me feel worse because he told me that. And it was like, "Oh, thanks very much." Yeah, so that's a mindset thing. Anyway, I'll go on about that tomorrow. So, pillar number 2. So pillar number 1, about, getting like a healthy lifestyle, was fitness. And I was talking about yesterday what to do. Well, not what to do and what not to do, but kind of where to start. It's as simple as just starting from where you're at and learning how to progress. Okay, and if you need help with that, that's fine. If you think you can do it on your own, it'll take you longer. It's as simple as that. So, pillar number 2 is obviously nutrition. Obviously, isn't it? So, the reason why I put it up there is, sitting on me leg, stretching out. The reason why I put it there, should I give up gluten, is because people seem to think that's a thing that you do and then you lose weight and feel better and all of that. Now, it's kind of it's a fashionable thing at the moment for people to do, isn't it? And people do it even though they don't know what it is. They don't even know what gluten is, right? There's a thing on YouTube, you can look it up. It was one of the programs, one of the talk shows like Jimmy Kimmel or somebody like that in the States. And they went out I think it was around a festival or something. And they were talking to people and saying, "Do you eat gluten?" And these people, "Oh, no, I go gluten-free, me." And they're like, "All right, okay, why is that?" "Well, it's not good for you, it's bad for you, isn't it?" And they're like, "Do you know what gluten is?" They didn't have a clue. Half of these people didn't know. In fact, more than half. Most of them didn't know. So they've given up this thing and they don't even know why. And I've got a friend who was getting ill a lot, and she posted on Facebook, so hopefully I'm not going to name her anyway, so it doesn't matter, but she posted on Facebook and she'd been to she'd been in hospital and stuff like that, and she was getting bloated and really feeling horrible, being ill all the time, and she's celiac, okay, which means you're gluten intolerant, right? So that's when to give it up. But she put a post on Facebook saying basically, why would you give up all this lovely food? Why would you restrict yourself even further when you don't have to? So she's had to give up all this food. She has to give it up. And she doesn't want to, but she has to. So why would you give it up if you didn't have to? Anyway, that's not what this is about. Or it is in a roundabout way. Because nutrition, the second pillar, is a bloody minefield. And you've probably realised this already, right? You try and find out what is good for you, what is bad for you. Should you eat fat? Should you eat carbs? Eat protein, that's what people eat. Protein, you'll get muscly, pretty much. But if you eat too much protein, it's not that good for you either. So what do? Do you need to count calories? What the fuck's a macro? You're talking to a personal trainer that's, "Oh, you need to are you getting the right macros?" What the fuck's a macro? You don't know what a macro is, do you? And if you do, that's fine. Are you counting them? Yes, I am. Brilliant. Do you know how many you need? Well, all of a sudden, you need a spreadsheet to eat your dinner. It's ridiculous. And for your I don't want to say average person or normal person or whatever, because we're all normal people and we're all, we're not all average, because most of us are above average, if you ask which, yeah, that's funny in itself. Anyway, we're all, you know, the kind of, if you're into it, if you're a dietitian, brilliant, you know this stuff. If you're not, you know, you might know roughly about it. If you're a nutritionist, which I am, and you are, and everyone in the world is, because it's not regular, you call yourself a nutritionist, that's fine. You know, you can advise, you know what to eat. But people still don't. People still don't. I still get asked if it says it's low fat on the packet or the box or whatever, does that mean it's good? And I'm like, if it's in a box or a packet, it's probably, and it's a meal, it's probably not that good. It's probably got some stuff in that isn't even food. So, but that's that. I mean, we all know this. We all know this. But people go on about it loads. But as well, I say we all know this. I still get asked about that. Not so much now with the guys who come along because they've kind of been through my, like on my email list or whatever, and they kind of know all this because I give out little bits of information here and there. But anyway, so if you don't count calories and you don't want to count calories, you don't know what a macro is, you don't know whether it's good to eat carbs or not, because that's the fashionable thing at the minute as well, isn't it? Don't eat carbs and you'll lose loads of weight. But said, right, but hang on, back in the 80s, like 30 odd years ago, fat was the enemy, wasn't it? That was the enemy for 10, 15, 20 years. So do I eat, well, what do I eat? Do I just eat protein then? So no carbs and no fat, I just eat protein, just eat meat. Whoa. Right? It's a minefield. It's a minefield. And then, like I say, you Google anything and it's just, that's where you find all these fads. The person who's shouting the loudest, so the gluten-free people have been shouting quite loud, so therefore, you know, you Google something about nutrition and a healthy lifestyle and all that, the likelihood is, top of the list, it's going to be something telling you to give up gluten. Which you probably don't need to do, unless you're getting bloated and swollen and ill and all of that sort of stuff, like someone's put a sprinkler attachment on. You know, then you might have to, but you go see a doctor about it. Anyway. So nutrition is important. Because if you want to lose weight or live a healthier lifestyle or keep a bit of muscle and lose some body fat, so you're not necessarily losing weight, but you're just stripping away body fat and keeping lean muscle, nutrition is going to be important. It's going to be important. If you want to feel better, look better, you know, it's going to be important. If you want more energy, it's going to be important. And people think they can train away that. There's all these sayings as well, like you can't train away a bad diet and all that sort of stuff. All these cliches. It's all true. It's all true because you can't. And I know because I tried. I tried for 10 years or more and it didn't work. So I went the opposite way and cut out loads. I cut out carbs. I stopped eating rice. I make my own pasta and I stopped doing that. I love making my own pasta and I stopped doing that. I stopped eating potatoes, bread, anything. I was eating tons of vegetables, not much fruit, because I was like, that's carbs. I don't want to eat like that's got loads of sugar in it. So I had tons of vegetables and protein and some fat as well. And that was pretty much it. And I went down to 9.5 stone, which is ridiculous for me. I don't even know how tall I am. It's depressing when I measure myself. I think I'm like 5'7" or something. I may even not be that. Average. I'm average height for a man. Which is, again, everyone's average, right? Or the vast majority of people are average. So I'm probably shorter than average. Anyway, so I went down to 9.5 stone, and that was from giving up all this stuff, and that wasn't very healthy. I looked ridiculous. I looked like a lollipop. So I put 2 stone back on since then, but mainly in muscle. Okay, not big bulky muscle, just good, functional, all-round, lean, good proper muscle which will keep me going forever, hopefully. So it's a minefield. So here's the thing, what do you eat? Dead simple. You drink 2 litres of water a day minimum. For your meals you eat 2 palms of protein for men, 1 for women. So if you've got massive hands, the likelihood is you're going to be a big guy or a big girl. So therefore you need to eat to your, it's all measured out to your size. So 2 palms of protein for guys, 1 for girls. 2 fists of carbs, or 1 for the ladies. 2 thumbs of fat, or 1 for the ladies. And then as much vegetables as you like. It's pretty much, that'll get you there. So, done. Brilliant. Off you go. But the thing is, what's fat? What are nuts? Nuts. Are nuts fat or are they protein? It's tricky again, because then you have to start trying to work out what's a vegetable. Is that a vegetable or is it fat? You know, what about fruit? Is that carbs or is it more like a vegetable? It's still a minefield. It's still a fucking minefield. But if you stick to those rules, 2 pounds of protein, 2 fists of carbs, 2 thumbs of fat, one of each of those for the ladies, as much vegetables as you like, and 2 litres of water a day, you'll do all right. You'll do all right. So, there you have it. Now, it would just so happen that I've got a nutrition system which is backed up by a clinical dietitian. So like I said, everyone in the world is a nutritionist, just like everyone in the world is above average. But this guy is a dietitian, which is regulated, and he's a clinical dietitian as well, so he knows his stuff. And this nutrition system that I've got, all of the recipes there are analysed by him, by my mate Mike. They're all analysed by him, so therefore you know how much calories are in them, and you know how much macros are in them, protein, fat, and carbs. You know that. But the thing is, you don't even need to look at that. All you need to do for your height, for whether you're male, female, your height, weight, and age, you just look at that, and kind of how active you are. You look at that, it spits out a number for you, and then there's all of these recipes, and you eat them to that number. So, I don't know, fajitas, say there's fajitas in there. There'll be a fajita 3 recipe, a fajita 4 recipe, and a fajita 5 recipe. The fajita 5 recipe has obviously got more calories and more macros and stuff in than the fajita 3 recipe. The fajita 3 recipe is just the same recipe, but a smaller version. It's as simple as that. And there's breakfasts on there, there's snacks, there's lunches, there's dinners. It tells you how many points are in calories, in beer and wine and all that sort of stuff. There's hummus on there, because you want to get healthy, you eat hummus, don't you? So, all of that is on there. You get a number, a daily number. You eat to that number from the lovely tasty recipes that are in there. There is a meal planner, and you can go and get the recipes and drag them into the meal planner, so Monday to Sunday, and just drag them in, and then click a button, and it'll go wallop. There's a shopping list for you. And then you can keep that on your phone, go down the shops, buy your stuff, and eat away. The guys who come to me have all got access to it, and the ones who are using it, not all of them use it, but the ones who are using it are getting the results. And there's a couple of people who've just joined recently. One guy lost 7 kilos before he even turned up in a month or so, and another lady has lost, I don't know how much she's lost, but she already says she's looking slimmer. Her side profile is already slimmer. So, it works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop a link below here, and then you can go and find out more about it, okay? So, just remember, if you're not going to click that link, that's absolutely fine. 2 pounds of protein, 1 for the ladies. 2 fists of carbs, 1 for the ladies. 2 thumbs. 2 thumbs of fat, 1 for the ladies. 2 litres of water, and as much veg as you like. It's as simple as that. Stick with that 80% of the time, and you'll be doing all right. It's that simple. It's that simple. So you can go away now and look online and complicate it now. You can go, well, he said that, but let's go and have a look, and I'll just find out a little bit more about that. And what will happen is it'll all get complicated again, because that's what we do as human beings. Someone gives us something so super simple to do, we'll go away and complicate it. Happens all the time. Happens all the time. I do that with programs with the guys. We'll be like, today we're going to do this. So today it was like swings, Turkish get-ups. Swings, Turkish get-ups. Because it's great. And it's sunny outside. It's hot. So it doesn't get you too ridiculously hot, but it gets you strong and it gets you fit. And then some people will be like, well, I'll do them like this, and then I'll just do this, or I'll do a couple of presses for them, I'll do this, can I chuck some squat? It's like, no, stop it. So that's what people do with nutrition all the time. All the time. So, this system works. It gets great results, and that's pretty much it, and you won't find it anywhere else. So there you go, Rick Brown's on. Hello. Let me know if you want to come to Bath. Tomorrow, isn't it? Yeah, let me know. It's only 90 minutes from London. If you can't, that's not a problem. If you can, I'll be happy to show you around. And I'll look forward to meeting you on Sunday anyway, regardless, after the cricket that I'm at all day on Saturday, and I will take it easy, because I want to do well. So, there we go. Hit the link below for the nutrition system. Tom, thank you, Tom. You just like that, and Tom knows his stuff, because he uses it. So, anyway, there we go. James, how are you? I'm just about finished, my lad, but never mind. You've missed a really good one today. Anyway, links below. James knows what I'm talking about anyway on this. So, links below. It works. Simple as that. Simple as that. And if you go to the link below as well, there's a little surprise on the other side anyway. So, what's in the box? Ta-ra!